Well, hello, Thuli. It's so lovely to have you here and welcome. I'm so honored that you took some time out of your busy day to just allow me to chat to you and get to know you a little bit more. Of course, I do know you because we've been working together for a while, and you are currently training to be a certified life coach, which is so exciting. And something I know about you that I'm sure that you're going to tell us more about is that you are an author and you've written a book. But Thuli, I just want to say welcome, and I want you just to tell us a little bit more about why you're here and why you did the awakening.
Hi, Sharon. Thank you for having me, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to be in this platform to talk to you. Why I'm here today is to share about what I have learned through being in MindFit, and yeah, the things that I have benefited from since I have started doing this training with MindFit.
Oh, that's wonderful. So, I know you did the awakening earlier this year, I think in February or March. What do you think you really got out of that whole experience on being on the program? What is the thing that really stood out for you?
You know, what I've realized about me, Sharon, since I have started, is that it has made a shift in my life.
Mm.
Um, there is a big shift in a way that I was a person that will be anxious about something small, you know, and that is normal for people. It's like going for an interview. You become so anxious because you don't know what to expect. So life is like that because in life there are things that are happening around you that creates that feeling, of which what I see with me at the moment, I see a very calm person. You know, there is nothing that bothers me anymore. Even if it is something new that I'm going to experience, I don't have to think about it. I don't have to worry about what is going to happen, but I just live in a moment of knowing that it's going to happen, but how it is going to happen. I don't worry anymore. That's what I have learned. That is the big shift that I must say I have mastered in this. Yes.
Well, I'm sure, a lot of people will listen to this and say, how on earth do you feel this peace and why are you so calm? Because like you say, most people are living their lives in a state of anxiety and worry and stress and all of that. So I love what you shared, but I'd love to hear a little bit more. And what is it that you actually experience that has made this shift? What is that?
You know, Shay, if I may talk about my past, um, there were a lot of things that has happened to me. You've mentioned earlier about writing a book. And, you know, through the experiences, they create lots of noises in your life. And the big shift about everything and my experiences, um, I think I'm at a calmer state at the moment because, you know, I came to understand that life will always life and you have to move on no matter what the circumstances. And yeah, we live in a moment and we know that life is always challenging, but it depends on you as to how do you navigate your life, because that's the way, yeah, everything it's in your mind. And you know, once you start to accept that, okay, this has happened and there is nothing that I can do about it. It's all up to you. What do you want? Whether you want to dwell in the situation or you want to come out of the situation. I think for me, that is where I am. That is what is creating peace within me. And yeah, I am at peace and I'm very calm about everything. Yes.
What really stood out to me with what you said there is that, life is happening and there's a noise. I'm guessing most people can really understand what that means. It's like so much noise about what it is and what it isn't and what might happen and what might not happen. And you've got a very full life. You've got a big family, you've got teenagers at home, you teach at a school, you're on tour with your book. giving interviews and, inspiring people. I mean, how do you manage all of that and still stay calm and then be on the coach's training as the level 2 that you're doing after the awakening?
Sharon, if I can tell you the truth, it's amazing the way things are unfolding in my life. I think being with MindFit coaching, it has benefited me a lot because, yeah, as I say, that there is too much busyness in my life with the book, with the interviews, with life, with transformational life coaching, with being a teacher, with being a mother at home, with being a wife. Sometimes I just look at myself, I'm like, wow, I didn't I didn't know that I can actually handle everything,
Oh,
with the calmness.
that's
And yeah, for me, it is a big shift and it's something that I enjoy. And truly speaking, I am enjoying every moment of being with MindFit, of doing the life coaching, of coaching people, of meeting people of different races. That sharing, it grounds you and it makes you, you know, humble and
mm,
to be trusted by people with what they share with you, it really makes you feel very, very humble. Yeah, I
yeah.
appreciate every moment. And
Sure.
yeah, I am enjoying every moment of it.
And it shows truly, every time I have an interaction with you, or we're working together, or you're in the group or online or whatever, I'm often amazed at how peacefully you show up, always in this calm state. And there's, the commuting and everything that's going on in your life, and then still there you are. There you are.
Mm.
So what would you say to anyone that's looking at you and saying, how on earth did you get to where you are today? And especially in this calm way with so much going on, about to certify, having the awakening. It's been a long journey for you. Has it been worthwhile? And what would you say to people who are thinking, oh my goodness, this is like a big deal and it's hard? What would you tell them?
For me, I think this has been worthwhile. And yeah, I believe that everyone needs this because, as I said before, that we are living in the world with full of noises, at work, at home, neighborhood. There is a lot that is happening, and it's not easy to be a mom, if I may say. I haven't experienced that part of it. But speaking on perspective of being a mother, I know
Mm,
that it is challenging raising teenagers, dealing
mm,
with every stress that they're going through, your own stresses. It's not easy. I don't stress anymore. But when your child is stressing, as a mother, you feel what the child is feeling. So you try to adjust and to be yourself so that you contain the child as well. They
mm.
mustn't feel that being overwhelmed. So, yeah, I think everybody needs this training because it helps every individual in order to be contained and to be content in every situation.
I can just really get a sense of how you model, being in the state for your children, and how very comforting that must be for them, for your whole family, even for your husband. I know when I went through it, everyone looked at me and said, what's going on with you? And now I see them in that same state and that same place. Would you say that it's had an impact? And obviously, you're holding space for your children to be calm, but would you say that it has this kind of impact and sort of ripple effect that you are referring to on the people around you?
There is Sharon. I've been on interviews and, you know, with the coaching as well, people that I have met, they have commented that this has benefited them as well, just by speaking to a person and for finding a person that will just listen to you. You know, we're living in busy times where we don't listen, we hardly listen. It's either when I'm listening, I'm not listening, but I'm busy doing something instead of taking my time, be present for a person and be present and to listen. So that really, really makes people appreciate, because doing that for a person, it's a huge impact. Yeah.
You just hit on something that I wish the world could really hear is, just listening, being there without trying to tell people what to do or to tell
Mm.
them what you did, but to just listen to them. Would you say that, and I know how well you listen, would you say that is one of the things that you've really sort of mastered? It's a skill that you use at home with your children, in your teaching job, in your interviews.
Sharon, before I used to think that I am listening
Right.
until I was grounded and I was taught that I must be present.
Ah,
Sometimes you think that you are listening, but you are hearing. Hearing and listening is not the same. Excuse me.
mm,
So, to be present is to be fully present for a person. So
mm.
that's what I have mastered. And if I say I listen without being distracted. I know that, okay, I'm here for you. I'm not going to be checking on my phone like I used to think I'm listening while I'm busy with something.
Ah,
So for me, yeah, listening means to listen and to
mm,
give yourself to a person. You accommodate a person wholeheartedly with
mm.
compassion, listening with love and understanding.
Truly, you epitomize that. Listening with love, compassion, and understanding. I mean,
Mm.
you are that person. So I'm imagining the a massive impact you're making on your own community and what a gift you are to them, honestly. And I just want to say, your book, Bravehearted, is beautiful. I've loved reading it. Thank you for gifting me with a copy of it. And I think you've got a beautiful message for the world. And it's an absolute privilege to have you on MindFit Coaching Academy. We are very blessed to have you as part of us. So, Thuli, if someone is listening to this now, what do you want to tell them about being on the kind of journey that you've just experienced since the beginning of this year, and as far as you've come on the coaches training with MindFit and about to certify as a transformational coach in less than a month? What would you say to them if they're like, should I, shouldn't I?
Sharon, what I can share with people, especially it's a women's month this month, and yeah, you know, um, and I didn't even say to women they are very special.
Yes.
We are special people, including myself. It's been a good journey for me, Sharon. I won't lie to you. And sometimes you wish that you could just study, 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 study without stopping. In this mind fit, I have met people that are loving, that are accommodating. For me, I have found a family in
Mm.
what we are doing in this transformational life coaching. It has really transformed me, by writing a book on incorporating it with the training that I'm doing at present. It has made such a huge, huge impact. Yeah.
Mm. Thuli, your message is powerful. I love how grounded you are, and I love all the gems that you've given us today. And I really, really pray that people that listen to you on this interview get something for themselves and decide to, even if one thing that they get was to listen without being distracted, to be that compassionate, loving person. And I'm so delighted that you consider MindFit as a family, because that's how I always feel. So thank you so much for your time. I've really enjoyed speaking to you. Obviously, I know you well, but just the way that you speak is calming for me. And I wonder if there's anything you'd want to leave anyone that's watching this. What do you want to leave them with? Do you have any message for them?
Oh, yes, I do have a message, Sharon. I have message for everyone that, I have learned that, being present for another person and for showing up, it's very important. And you may never know that showing up for a person and just for listening with love and understanding, it makes a person appreciates. And it doesn't just make that person appreciate you, but by doing that, you know, you're growing yourself in terms of, people will talk about you that, you know what, if you talk with Thuli, this is what you're gonna get from her. And yeah, that's what I can say is that it's very important that as women, as people, we just love each other and
Mm.
we become fully present for each other. And yeah, we stand together and be united in everything that we do because at the end of the day, we just one people. We are one. We are one piece. Yeah, that's the message I can say is that we need to love each other and we need to support each other and not to judge each other. Yeah.
Truly, that is just such a special message. And I see your beautiful message of love on your chest that you're carrying. It's on your heart, it's on your chest, it comes out of your mouth so beautifully. I felt very, very inspired by who you are. I have been, and I will continue to be, because it's just something that once you hear your story, and I invite everyone to go and get a copy of your book, because that really shifted me in ways that I didn't expect. So thank you so much, beautiful Thuli, for being here with us today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sharon. I really appreciate the time that you have afforded me.
Thank you so much, and bye-bye for now.
Thank you. Bye.